This is a Nuke Ops round aboard DeltaV server on the Edge station. Quick disclaimer, I know very little about DeltaV, not because I never wanted to play it, it's just kind of hard to play a lot of servers and you don't have all that much time to play. Anyways, don't know much about this station, don't know much about DeltaV's differences. Like, I know salvage is different, I know science is different, there's like mental, like psi abilities and stuff like that. I don't know any of the species differences. But anyways, I was told that Nukie's isn't much different. Right away, though, I am at the bridge, and the vault is attached directly to the bridge. But I'm assuming, just like Wisden, I'm assuming the nuke is probably bugged, and the Nukies probably need to drag their own. Again, I'm not even 100% sure it's bugged. It's just every single replay I've watched in the past 15 rounds has been the Nukies nuke. So something seems off with that. So I've also located security. Security is very close to the bridge. They're basically attached. So in a way, this kind of reminds me of something like Aspid a little bit, where the bridge and security are pretty close in terms of being north and west as well. Perma is rather interesting looking. That is a lot of electrified grills. There is why is the mime spawn basically like one wall attached from Perma, and like that is a fucked up execution method. What is that? The big difference I've noticed with DeltaV's armories is they're multi-layered, which I agree with. I hate armories that are just everything is in one tiny room. That doesn't make any sense to me. But here we notice that they have a fucking rocket launcher, which Wisden used to have an RPG in an armory, and that did get removed. They also got a little Among Us protecting them. But this armory is very secure. Like, yeah, you can just bust through evac, and you can bust through evac, and you're only 2 walls away from the RPG, but you don't even get the whole army. We still have an MK58 safe and whatever custom safe this is. I have skipped 51 minutes in. I didn't see any form of war ops. There is some SSD operative. It seems like they might have gotten replaced admin-wise. I'm not entirely sure how they got replaced. That seems a little metagamey to me. They renamed themselves Zombified. I don't know how I feel about that, but anyways, not going to be worried about rules on a server I don't play. Maybe that's fine. I don't know. They seem like they have to take their own nuke. Not to be surprised. Pretty sure it's bugged, like I said. They have lined themselves up with the station. Probably, I'm assuming they're going to go through evac, like I was saying. I have probably played this game a little too much, where on a map I don't know, on a server I don't know, they're still going the route I figured they would. Like, that's pretty bad for me anyway. I'm a bit of a nerd, I'm sorry. Little bit of an accident with one of the Nukies letting go of their jetpack just a little too quickly. They're mini bombing the front. Move. What the? Okay, so they have Space Wind that sucked one of the people out, and they got pushed into a grill, which borderline broke my game. Like, they also thought there was a zombified person because of the ID, which is again another weird situation. They used a mini bomb to breach the front door instead of a free C4 or emagging it or anything other than gibbing themselves with a mini bomb. There's a China Lake. That's not even, I guess you don't have to wield weapons on DeltaV. A little bit of a melee fight of a knife versus a one-handed axe, which is not going well. Another self-China Lake. So the China Lake operative is trying to get the operatives to back up, but they're using frag grenades when I feel like they should probably be using blast grenades. Okay, there's BBs getting shot. I'm like, well, are the bullets that slow? No, there is a mime with a BB gun. That's kind of a neat one. I like that. So they have breached the first window of the armory. Warden taking things directly out of the armory at the sound of Nukies fighting. They have the RPG in hand. They are individually dragging weapons out. Like, I don't know what a Vulcan is. I'm assuming this is either like a Lecter or an AK, something along those lines. Probably more like an AK. Armory exploded. Interestingly enough, blowing up those mines actually annihilates the armory through chain explosions. Warden instantly firing an RPG back at the Nukies. I don't know what the RPG's damage is, but it doesn't seem to be...
Code red. There is a known threat on the station. Security may bear arms and use lethal force if necessary.
That voice is very calming for a red alert. That was almost like that was putting me at ease. Nukie's managed to get a hold of a laser shooting through the armory. I also don't know what barotrauma damage is like on this server, so it's hard for me to say that, like, if these people not wearing hard suits are doomed or not. I don't know what that was. That's some psionic ability. Again, I have to really enjoy this. Both sides with the China Lake and RPG are having to tell people to get out of the way of a massive explosive weapon. So that's kind of funny seeing the parallels. Those guns are cool sounding. Hard suits are cool looking too. Oh, see, if they had a China Lake right there with the blast round, that would have been incredible. Several officers falling, getting stuck on the firelocks. Nukies do have successfully have a lot of the armory. They've killed a decent bit of security. The only person they lost was because they planted a mini bomb and just either lagged out, didn't move. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Again, using the massive explosive rounds, which are not high damage, just kind of hurting themselves slightly, blowing up extra grenades and stuff. Possibly even, it looked like they blew up some form of meds, or maybe that's one of the species' blood type. I'm not entirely sure. What the hell? The space wind going off. Leave them, it's a little late now. Captain getting mag dumped. Kind of just interestingly walking in a straight line. On WizDead, most captains like do shit like this. They just AE strafe as hard as they can, like they're playing Quake or something. Captain is down. That means these 4 Nukies have secured the disc. I feel like that gives them a pretty good advantage. They've used a decent bit of the armory, taken a lot of the weapons.
The Scrubbers network is experiencing a back pressure surge that may result in an ejection of contents.
So calm. Generally, planting in areas with firelocks and stuff helps a decent bit too, because that makes it so the crew can't just pile in, and if they do pile in, they get locked in and get punished for it. So somewhere right here isn't a terrible idea, but there's also so many angles and sight lines to cover that I feel like it makes it a little difficult. Because like if they were to plant it right here, they now have a maintenance door that immediately is barricaded off, so it's not that bad. But they broke a hole through here. They have to watch the top. So, I mean, I guess realistically it's only 2 angles, but the top angle has a left entrance, a top entrance, a side entrance. They have this side entrance that also has multiple doors you can't really see through very easily. Oh, one of the agents got caught out. They are running for their lives, though. They are really fast. They only had 1 bullet in their C-20! Oh my god. But they just picked up another one-handed SWAT camerer. So yes, DeltaV does not have the wielding changes. Guns are still one-handed. Maybe there's an accuracy improvement still, but you don't require 2 hands on the gun. Emergency suit going in with the stun baton. 2 stuns, 3, managed to stun him, grabbing the axe. Going for damage. About to get reverse stunned. The stuns, they're real. Now he needs to pick up the axe and kill him. There you go. Yeah, there we go. The nuke has been armed right in front of
Warning.
Perma.
Self-destruct code Delta is in effect. Station destruction is imminent.
That is so,
To make plans for evacuation.
that is so calming for a nuke being armed. I kind of like it, but it's also like, it just feels too calm to me. Well, we did have 4 operatives. I'm not sure where the 4th went, because I only see 3. China Lake rounds going off. Might have they not disabled the RPG person, but there's a pretty decent counterattack going off here. Some blind fires of the China Lake going into the tear gas. It's kind of spamming rounds now. I see people without hard suits charging in with weapons, so I'm guessing spacing. That was an insane RPG shot. Yeah, he killed one of his own, but I mean, it was a chef trying to be the hero, so it's kind of a fair person to accidentally take out. That downed 2 of the Nukies, and the third is issuing commands while getting shot in the back. Again, don't know where the 4th Nukie went, but the commander is still standing with a very powerful weapon. Ridiculous. I mean, 2 of your 3 allies got RPG'd right in front of you, so it's not too much of a mystery where they went. I don't know where the 4th went, though. That's a fair call on that. Oh, they still have rubber rounds on DeltaV. See, that's why I agree with the removal of rubber rounds. I feel like 3-shotting a nuclear operative with plastic bullets is crazy. Oh, there's the 4th Nukie. They got caught off on their own by the RD. Well, that is it. So, stuns are real strong still on DeltaV. 2 of the operatives got stunned and cuffed, kind of like older Wisden. Those rubber bullets just instantly stunned the commander. Not much they could have done about it. They opened the door and just, I mean, the guns shoot 5-6 bullets a second, so you have less than 1 second stun time with that. So, Nukie's got stun meted. Also, just kept constantly doing self-damage with explosive. Anyways, really cool watching a DeltaV round. It really just looks like a Wisden round here because I'm not seeing any of the real unique content. The double layered armory is a really cool idea. The RPG, pretty strong. I mean, it killed 2 Nukies in 1 shot, which was half the team at that point. So, pretty crazy. Thank you for watching.